Sheeple, sheeple all around, sometimes up, sometimes down. The Illuminati, the Illuminati. Alex Jones, 9/11, New World Order. The internet and YouTube is full of all this stuff. But most of it condenses it down to a very simplistic black and white situation, us or them. The world is a little bit more complex than that. The idea of sheeple is the expression that people blindly follow leaders. This can be from either side. Somebody explains, as I'm trying to explain something to you now, and others follow that ideology without questioning it. We must question. If we don't question, we will never know. It's a very complex game. Humanity has always, since the early days of the Neolithic Revolution, lived in a controlled society. There are the controllers and the controlled. But these are two extremes. It's like talking about theists and atheists. It's black and white. We've become too used to the American ideology of the good guys in the white hats and the bad guys in the black hats. It's a gray world. Humanity has hues and tonalities, and there are subtle, slight differences between each of us. Everyone has their motivation. Everybody has their role in life. It's not us or them. We can fall into general areas of categories, but it is never as simple as some people try to make out. A very illuminating message there, one could think. The user here, who is a certain DJ Hives, Hives further goes on to state that we should either choose to be a pimp or a prostitute. He claims it's our choice, and puts this nice little black and white situation in front of us. The prostitute, or the hoe, is the woman who sells her body, and the pimp is the person who benefits from this. But the pimp is not the top of the pile. If we look at a pimp, what is a pimp? A pimp is a person who benefits from the misuse of others. Why? What is the pimp working for? Who is the pimp working for? The pimp is working for the system. The system itself is that of the money which circulates, profit margins, etc. He is trying to climb to a particular position in society. But who are the controllers of society? Well, the basic answer is the oligarchy. When talking about the oligarchy, I'm not going into some paranoid conspiracy theory. Oligarchy exist. They have always existed. It's the rich landowners, the property, the businessmen. Okay. To what extent they work together, as you will see with, for example, the banana industry. We can see Chiquita and Del Monte. Okay. They are two separate companies owned by two oligarchs, but their competition is in fact very limited. If you see the bank situation in Italy, you will see that in fact there is no real competition. They have set their limits so they don't outcompete each other. It would be a ridiculous situation. They would end up destroying each other. They have arrived at a certain level of cooperation. This cooperation is what drives the system. Now, the Illuminati and all of this Masonic ritual, etc., there is obviously some truth in this. People will join groups and these groups will interact. Business is business. I just want to concentrate at the moment on this sheeple aspect of the hoe and the pimp, pointed out by this rather ridiculous chap, excuse the expression. Very fancy videos, nice music, and comes across very well. But it's all show business. What is this man's aim? Or woman's aim, as the person has not actually showed themselves in face. They seem to be rather shy and prefer not to allow people to freely speak their mind. I posted a comment and I was blocked and called a moron. Other comments were posted pointing out the error of his logic and they were removed. Okay. This person is basically playing a game with you. He's dividing you into little black and white thinking pieces. Okay. The game is complicated. You have to sit and study and understand. If we ever want to truly progress as a species into a much fairer and juster system, we can only do this by all being involved in that system. We must study and learn the complexities, not take the simple route and join the pack. Pack behavior means you are being led. Okay? I will not say sheeple here. The expression is rather effective and nice, but the reality is most of us are just a little misconfused by all of this information out there. The simplistic reality is we are controlled. It would be ridiculous to not see that. Going into the Illuminati and all of this conspiracy theory, although there is always truth there, will only confuse you. Learn the game, see how the game's played, and see how the game can be adjusted. If we can only agree on some basic grounding and remove this absurd control system, then we can move forward. But if we stay stuck in this conspiracy theory this, conspiracy theory that, and most conspiracy theories are created by governments and organizations, okay, we need to think freely, we need to analyze things, and we need to tell people like this Mr. DJ Hives to go sling their hook. Because there aren't two roles in society. It's a multi-rolled society with great complexities. Ignoring the complexities makes the sheeple, as he so greatly puts it. Just one afternote. A pimp, in my mind, is somebody who sells his butt to the system.